Welcome, Marilyn.
But let
You
me
can't put your artwork up again. Steve-O hasn't seen it.
But let me ask you something, or say something. People like y'all with the arts, when you're doing it, and like, correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're doing it, and especially like even slowly teaching somebody, that is helping y'all and in improving what you think that you're doing wrong, or like you said, you're lacking in, right?
It's challenging
So
you is what it does.
this is for Denver Stevio specifically.
Wow.
Isn't that beautiful, Denver?
It's loading. Sure. Hold on. There it goes.
It's gorgeous.
And
she says she's not any good.
Well, she can't say that.
Can you guys hear me? No. I just want to test my mic.
Yes, there you are.
Yeah. Okay. Hi. Always takes me a while to get set up here.
Know the feeling. Only I was an hour early.
Oh. Yeah, Mondays are really hectic. And today is the last day of the month. So I usually go. I did have until today a booth in a store, a craft booth. Mm-hmm. And I've been so busy with online orders, I had to let it go today. So I had to go clean it out. And then I came home and my boys were in the driveway working on their cars. And they don't live here. They just use our driveway to work on cars. So it's a really hectic day, but I'm here.
Yay. They're like, hey, Mom, let me put out the driveway for a couple hours.
Yeah. Oh, they don't have. They just show up. Well, they can't really do that at their apartment. They live over a restaurant, and that wouldn't be a good look for.
Oh, that's neat. Is that?
Yeah. That's a diorama.
Diorama, yeah. That's cool.
Oh, beautiful.
Oh my God.
I haven't done one of them since like 8th grade.
It's a bit messy.
It looks beautiful.
Awesome.
Wow, that's beautiful.
You have a lot of talent, Deviant. A lot of talent.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. I have a lot of time.
Deviant, you can even teach the American students how to do one of them. Yeah. Because that is something we do in school.
Yeah, I've got that impression. I mean, we don't do, at least, okay, it was really long time ago I went to school.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Technical difficulty.
Back inside.
I know the logistics of doing all this with the microphones and the equipment.
Yeah, and like my desk is a complete mess because I have material for making miniatures, for making books, for making miniature books, for painting, for drawing, everything on this tiny area, plus my computer.
Yeah.
And some inspiration shit that I have done before. So now I also have a paper carton, which here we have.
No way.
Aww.
Yeah,
awesome.
He's hanging out with our king and queen.
Love it.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
So he's my little buddy.
Nice.
Yeah, mine's not exactly clean.
Mine's partly clean because it has to be.
I'm one of those people. I think artistic people tend to be this way too. Analytical people tend to be less this way. But I can, everything's put in its place, I can't find shit. But if it is
Mark's
thrown
here. Hey,
everywhere,
Mark,
I walk right to it.
Thanks for joining us.
Sin, we are sorry to have that chaotic
Hey,
mess.
Mark, how are you?
Hey, Mark, thanks for joining us.
Say what?
Hey, Mark.
I think Mark would want to see Deviant stuff too.
Yeah, Mark needs to see Deviant stuff. Her stuff is way better than mine.
Hey,
way better than Chad's palm trees.
Chad, your palm trees are good.
I love your palm trees.
Did them with my second grade crayons.
Deviant, Deviant,
That's
show
nice. Yeah.
show your stuff to Mark.
See, hers is way better than mine. See,
No, yours is good, Sin.
I love that.
Yeah.
Amazing.
That
It
is
is
awesome.
amazing. That is amazing.
And Deviant, if
Wow.
you need help setting up a channel, I'm here for you all day long.
Awesome.
Nice.
yeah, we can all work with you to get that done. I
Yeah,
mean,
we all help each other.
mine's only 3 weeks old, and I turned to Chad and Denver Stevo and Apostate Alex, and there was a whole set of people.
A whole
Me
set of evil.
The scariest part, I will tell you, the scariest part of starting a channel is starting it.
Yeah. And also,
Once-
I'm imagining people. No, we won't even get into it. But I definitely have some hurdles to get over with myself.
I hemmed and hawed about it. I had been talking about it since last Christmas, so about 8 months. And I finally just, you just go in and you do it. And the first time you feel really stupid and you feel really concerned. Nobody's going to watch this, really. Why am I doing this? And then people start watching it. And then you really, really get into it. It's like, people actually like this stuff. I got to do more.
Yeah, and
Absolutely.
also, because there is, I do all this arts and crafts
Mhm.
nonsense that I call it, because I cannot seem to not put down myself, and I shouldn't. But here we are, I did it again. Good for me. Ulaanbaatar är ett land som man åker till ibland. Där har vi den. Ha.
So, Mark, I so badly want to make
Wow.
Claire a tuna casserole that she'll like, because I know she doesn't
That's
like
cool.
tuna
Just a
casserole.
little bit of nudity.
Nice.
Oh, wow. That's awesome.
Yeah, it is.
Amazing stuff.
See, and I don't know anything about like the shading process or anything like that, and I couldn't do it. I could not do anything like that.
That's the only thing I can do. It's very annoying. I have spent years developing this, doing the outlines.
Mm-hmm.
And it's scary. It's really scary.
No, I'm good with my color by numbers, and
That's awesome. That's awesome.
So, Mark, when you get a chance, can you ask Claire? I sent her an email. I'd like to name one of my recipes, basically Claire Bear something. And I sent her an email. I need her permission to do that. So if you can let her know that I sent an email to her asking for her permission to use her name in a recipe.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Marilyn, what are you currently working on?
Oh, I'm working on some more Z News. I got another batch going. So
Nice.
Ooh,
yeah,
Nice.
I'm just trying to get all those done because I've got a bunch more orders for different things. So I've been so busy with channel and vacation and the puppies and all that. So
Did you at least enjoy your lobster?
oh my God, yeah, it was amazing.
Hey,
It
poet.
was. Hi, poet.
Hey, Poet,
Hey, how's
Hey, Poet.
everybody going?
come join the ladies.
Sure.
And Chad, we're
Chad.
the Chadettes, right?
If you say so.
Clearwater Chad.
Well, not
and
you,
Chadette.
Poet.
Ba, ba,
Simon.
ba.
Hey, I'm secure in what I am, and you guys can be whatever you want to be.
Yep.
Sin, we need to get together when we can, like physically get together on
Yeah,
weekend and do like a cooking thing.
Oh, I've got an idea for a cooking video.
Okay.
The LRH method of cooking a steak.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
I'm actually going to do that. I wanted to send it to one of you guys on the cooking channels. I've got a thumbnail made for it and everything. We'll talk offline about it, but this is the idea. I've actually done it with a thinner, like a say 1/4 inch thick piece, but I got me an inch thick piece I'm going to do it with, and it actually makes them pretty good, and I like a good steak. I like a good medium well-ish, and it does it pretty good. You just wait till the blood comes up, flop it over, leave it on for a couple minutes, and it's great. So.
Then you wouldn't eat my steaks because I just wipe them off and cut the hoofs and the horns off. And...
I don't like them still mooing. I don't like my sister. She loves them like they're hockey pucks. She likes them burnt.
That's how my husband is.
I can't stand them still mooing. I don't like them still burnt. I like them,
Anywhere in between is good.
Anywhere, yeah. And if you have to put steak sauce on it, for God's sake, if the steak sauce, ketchup never. Ketchup is for hamburgers.
Does he really have an advisement on steak though, or no? You're just joking.
No, actually, I heard Mike Rinder talk about it several months ago, and on several different live streams, and I decided,
wow,
yeah, it was.
I must have missed those.
They at that time they were doing a lot of them and everything, but yeah, it was interesting. I tried it out. I was like, yeah, this makes it pretty good. So yeah,
cool.
So when I went to the grocery store yesterday, I got me a couple of really good steaks. Hopefully it'll just be one take, but I do it twice.
Well, nice. If you do this advisement on steaks, I'll do the LRH advisement on washing windows again. It's saving the newspaper.
Yeah,
Definitely.
So you like yours medium well, Poet?
Yeah, medium well.
Okay, so medium well. If you touch it, well, I'm turning my hand weird. If you touch your finger,
you got it. Yeah.
And that's what it should feel like.
Yeah. Yeah, I learned a lot about cooking from my ex-wife, which means I ended up cooking most of the time. But yeah, and she liked Gordon Ramsay was one of her favorites. We watch Kitchen Nightmares all the time, and Hell's Kitchen and all that stuff. So you pick up a few things here and there.
Oh,
Yeah.
Marilyn.
Yes.
Yes.
Hi.
Do you remember I asked you about a crochet?
Yeah, the wording for the pattern.
Yeah.
I remember that. Yeah.
And I managed to figure it out. So
Right.
he's on his way.
Oh, good.
Wow.
Yeah, it meant, I forgot what
Uh-oh.
the term was, but it meant
Lost
to
his hand.
turn it, right? It meant to.
Yeah, and
To
you're
turn the
supposed to. And he has his little tail.
Ah.
Right now he's a lot of loose parts. Maybe his
Wow.
tail
You're
won't
such an
be
artist.
like
You
that.
do everything. That's amazing.
I know.
What are you making?
I have so many. He's gonna get some clothes.
I think it's a fox, as I remember.
Yeah, it's
Wasn't
a
it?
fox.
It's fox.
Looks cool.
He's gonna have some
Aw.
ears.
I love the color too. It's good for a fox.
Yeah.
And
I
Poet,
was
you
so
asked me
happy
what I
I-
was
I-
making.
Yeah, what are you making, Terry?
I'm going to start making these.
Oh boy!
Wow.
Yeah,
Nice.
Oh,
Star
boy.
Wars guys.
I want a Grogu.
Which one do you want? Because I'm making this whatever this is.
That's a
Yes.
Grogu. Yeah, that's Grogu.
This one I want
Okay,
to.
he's the one I have the information for, all the yarn for.
Yeah.
But he's tiny. Is he supposed to be tiny?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Baby
it's
Yoda. is little.
Yoda.
It's Baby Yoda. It's the little
Oh,
Yoda
it's
from the
baby
Mandalorian.
Yoda. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, his
Terry,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
have a
it's the
pattern.
best.
I made about 10 big ones, like literally like 11, 12 inches tall. But
Really?
it take a couple days, but they go kind of fast and away because it's a very simple pattern, but they come out really cute and they're big sellers, during Christmas. So.
That's what I thought I could do. If somebody wants me to do a table the first week of December at a local place,
Mhm.
and I needed something fast and easy, and I thought I'd just whip
Oh,
out
look.
some gloves.
Grogu.
Look, Brandy's got one.
Brandy's
Oh,
got
nice.
one. Well, I'm going to make a little crocheted one.
Love
I'd be doing them now, but I have to count and pay attention, and I can't do that and watch y'all and talk at the same time.
Look at this one.
Oh, he's tiny.
Oh, they've been eating one of the frogs.
Yes. I want to see an even better Grogu. Let me see. You're not going anywhere, Disney. Chill out.
So Marilyn,
Yes.
just
Look.
for you, because I showed this to the others last week, but you weren't here.
Sorry, I was on vacation.
Yeah, I know. I can't forgive you, but we
Okay,
can talk
that's
about it later on. Maybe, perhaps I can find a small dark spot in the depth of my heart where I can
I know,
actually...
you feel so sorry for me, right?
Wow. No. But you were talking about
he's
some of
cute.
your crocheting projects.
Yeah.
Ooh, who's that?
Oh.
That's another baby. That's another Grogu.
Is it a
Wow.
pillow?
Yes,
Yeah.
it's a very huge one.
Oh,
Big old pillow.
I got it at Costco. Like, I have to back up almost to my wall for y'all to see the whole thing.
Yeah, there is.
That's huge.
Wow.
Is it like a backpack?
No, it's a pillow.
It's a pillow.
It's about it goes from my feet to just above my knees.
Oh, wow.
That's pretty big Grogu.
Wow.
Yeah. He was
Wow.
first known as Baby Yoda, and then in the mid part of the second season, that's when they revealed his name as Grogu.
He will forever and
Grogu.
always be Baby Yoda.
Yes, he will be Baby Yoda. He's the one that that's almost
Welcome back,
saved Star Wars because became a phenomenon. But don't get me started on nerd stuff. I'll talk your ear off because I'm very passionate about that stuff.
To me, I hate to
I'm
say
into
this,
it.
but it looks like that Grover. Remember, not Grover, the Grouch on Sesame Street.
Yeah.
And
Oscar the Grouch.
Oscar and Pikachu had a baby.
Yeah.
True.
Who's that, Brandy?
That's Nezuko.
Well, Zuko. Oh, it must be some anime stuff.
Yep. That's Nezuko from Demon Slayer.
Yeah, something I don't think I've ever seen that. I think the last anime I really watched was the Miyazaki movies. I don't know if y'all have ever heard of Hayao or something like that. Miyazaki. He's done. He actually won an Academy Award for Best Animated Feature for Spirited Away. He does a lot of stuff through Disney. Yeah, actually, Studio Ghibli's on Max.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah.
Disney.
Yeah. That's I keep up with. Like I said, I'm a nerd. I keep up with the nerdverse.
Look at Deviant's mouth.
Oh,
Oh, nice.
So this is for Marilyn,
Oh, it's
Wow.
adorable.
because this little mouse hides.
It's so cute. You sewed that? Aw.
Oh, that's your mouth with the.
What is it? What's the back of it?
It's where you stuff him.
Oh, okay. Oh
Wow.
my god, that's
And
awesome.
it becomes more babies, maybe.
It's so cute. Wow. So you sew it, or it's not crochet?
No, it's crochet.
It is crochet. Oh, so you
Yeah.
do you brush? Did you brush it, or
Yeah,
is it
I
yarn?
brushed the front,
It's
not
beautiful. Wow.
not this part.
Right.
That part's clitoris part.
can't see any
Hi,
more.
Diamond.
Hi, Diamond.
That's
Hey,
awesome.
Diamond.
So for your little guys that you have mentioned,
It's
it's a
so
pun.
amazing. Wow.
Chad, we got to
Oh my
plug
God.
everybody's channel
You're
again.
so talented.
Okay. Yeah. Good idea. Let's see. Who wants to start?
Well, I have Sinfully Good Cooking channel at Sinful Good. And come check out the videos. And if there's a question you have, there's something you want me to challenge me, guys, give me something to do.
It's a great channel. The production value. I can't believe you've only been going for a few weeks, and because it's amazing.
Thank you.
It's really, really great.
Yeah, no,
I'm
I
still
totally
learning
understand.
pieces.
Yeah,
I'm actually still learning things because I've been going on the voiceover. I've been going into the audio auditor to do that. And I just found out that I can do it straight in the editor.
well,
So I'm like, well, that makes life easier.
Right?
yeah, yeah, it's
The
definitely a
upside,
great show.
yeah, the upside is I can also cut out every and and
Maybe I need to do something like that for my commentaries on my poems. But you'd see a lot of this, a lot of
Hey,
jerky
witness.
movements.
It's actually I'm cutting it out of the audio, not the video, because I'm doing the audio secondary to the video.
Okay. So you're
wow.
you're overdubbing.
Yes.
You're overdubbing. Okay.
Yeah, I'm doing a voiceover.
I don't with my videos, which I need to actually get off my butt. Past month or so, I haven't been feeling good, so that's why I haven't been putting out anything.
Mm-hmm.
But my I'm lazy. Like Aaron usually says, he likes doing lives. I don't like editing, and with my stuff, I read something I wrote and I talk about it. It's easier. I got a little bit of a short outline in my head, but most of the time I just wing it. So
I'm literally watching the video on one screen and talking, and that's the audio you hear, and then I go back into the audio. I've discovered what the word looks like.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
It's cool.
Yeah.
Let's see, who wants to go next?
Well, I guess since I was plugging my channel a little bit, if y'all like poetry, I write poetry. I actually have something came out just recently in Westward Quarterly, the summer issue.
Wow.
Congratulations.
Yeah, I'll read it for you here in a minute. So you can go, I put a link to it on my page and everything. You can go and get a subscription. Hopefully they'll print another one for me. They seem to like my stuff. So yeah, if you like poetry, me and Miss J get together. We didn't do it this past Sunday, but next Sunday we're going to be doing poetry and smoking again. This time we're going to be going over John Keats, Ode to a Nightingale and stuff like that.
Excellent.
So that should be Sunday at 10 o'clock Central, 11 o'clock Eastern. That's in the morning.
Cool. You want me to get up that early? I've been editing all night. What are you talking about?
You can always watch it on replay.
I watch it on replay.
That's the beauty about YouTube.
See, Brandy, do you want to tell everyone about your...
That's great. Look what Joel just posted.
Oh.
Spoke about Surge. Cool. Oh yeah. That thing, that documentary, yeah.
Yeah, that's an amazing documentary. I mean, Kelly did an amazing job. Mark and Claire getting all of that footage. The other, I don't know, I can't remember all who was involved in that, but that is, I mean, I threw it up on Facebook, on my Facebook page saying, this is a must watch. And just a quick little, a young man, a disabled young man goes from the streets to graduation. It was a beautiful.
It's such a testament to the awfulness, to use a nice word, of Scientology, that this young man who is part of this group, claiming to be able to solve all problems in not just in people but in the universe.
Mm-hmm.
And he has this horrible accident, and not their fault for once. And they just toss him out like garbage. In a moment in his life where he needs the most. What you need in that situation are people who support you, who help you, who ask you, what do you need? How do you feel?
Yeah. It's hypocrisy at its finest.
Yeah,
You
it's
know,
fucking disgusting. It's so,
you know.
and he's just,
He
I
seems to be
mean,
a pretty
losing
happy
both his
person.
hand and his
Yeah.
eye.
He did. I mean, he seems to have come out of this well adjusted,
Yeah.
you know,
There's a
very
But
he's
I,
happy.
there's a childlike innocence to it.
Yes. That's what I was
Yeah.
looking
He's
for.
very, you know,
y'all gotta think. Just think though, from what you see on the outside,
Mhm.
that's mentally, it's gotta taken a toll. It's had to.
It did.
Of
There's no
course.
way.
I mean,
but
he really does need to seek counseling and a therapist and get that worked out to where he can live life to the fullest now and say, you know what, Scientology, screw you. You may
I
have
hope
put me out like trash, but you know what? I'm going to live life to the fullest and I'm going to get something you don't have. A life of living and living to where I don't have to abide by your stupid rules.
Yeah.
he starts drawing again. You know,
Yeah.
Yeah.
that would be something because it seems like after he got in, they tried to squash his talent.
Yeah.
And-
Well,
100%.
I mean, what good is artwork for saving the world? I mean, come on.
Right?
a picture can save
we're
one
better
person.
off pounding walls.
Yeah,
But they
Yet
squash
another
anything that has
hypocrisy because
emotion tied to it.
they have
Hi, Lady
this
B.
LRH, I wouldn't say doctrine, but to cater to artists.
Yeah. It's just.
But apparently,
Yeah,
I mean, they're,
and I look at how close, and Brandy knows about it because we visited about this a little bit about my background and what happened as a child. But I came this close to joining Scientology, and the reason is I was looking for any way out of the situation I was in, and without living on the streets. Excuse me. And
They look for that vulnerability.
and I am sitting there watching. We're talking. This is late 70s, early 80s, and I'm sitting there watching the Midnight Special. Some of y'all probably remember that.
yeah.
Middle of the night. Yeah. Yeah, I was watching that, and that, the guy, I don't remember his name, but he did the volcano ad that was so successful. And I was and that came on, and I was watching that, and literally was, oh my God, I want to do that. And that'll get me out of this. That is better than what I'm at. And the only reason that I didn't was because I didn't get my allowance that week and didn't have the money to do it. That literally was the only reason. And then,
Wow.
yeah.
Dodged a bullet there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jeffrey Hawkins was the guy who did those
Yes.
commercials. Joel put it on there. Yeah, I remember seeing High Number 5. I remember seeing those commercials in the 80s and thinking it was weird. It was just like, no, not for me.
It sounded good because things that in life were so bad,
Yeah.
and anything had to be better than what I was dealing with.
I can see where you'd be thinking that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you're raised by a narcissist, who is an emotionally abusive narcissist,
Absolutely.
anything is better than living with that.
It sounds like my ex-wife.
Let me tell y'all too, just because Sin did bring it up. It's in one of my late night lives. It was just because it was late night, nothing to do. There's the reason I have my channel. Me and Sin were sitting there talking that night, and it was just that, hey, why not? We jumped on, we were talking, and that's what my channel's for. To be able to sit there and talk and get this off your chest. To have a safe place to come and talk and say, hey, this is what happened with me. This is what, what I went through.
Yeah.
And it is literally a safe place. It's nothing to come and bash anybody with.
Right.
And that's what me and Sin did. And you can ask her. I didn't bash her. I bashed her group.
There was a couple of people who were kind of like, why are we talking about this? And it
Right.
was, I was having one of those days where I was frustrated because I still see in my life and decisions made by me, but colored by what I went through as a kid. And, you know, and that frustrates me.
It's a long shadow.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, take it from
frustrates me.
someone who went through the same thing. I saw a lot of chaos in my childhood, and
Yeah.
it does keep a hold of you.
It rears its ugly head sometimes.
Yes.
When
It
you
can-
don't expect it.
You know, it's, you know, when you grow up literally from as far back as you can remember your mother saying, well, you were a mistake and I didn't get to do what I wanted to do because you were born. I had you. And she lives in Austin. She lives 15, 20 minutes away from me. I haven't talked to her in 10 years.
Good.
Literally,
Where do you live in Texas?
I live in Austin, or just outside of Austin.
I lived in San Antonio for about 3.5 years.
Yeah, I was born in San Antonio.
Yeah, that's where my ex-in-laws and stuff are. So that's why I'm not there anymore. But I loved Austin.
Yeah.
Anyways, continue.
But
Sorry to interrupt you.
no problem. But the thing about it is, with her, is, you know, she continued to do that, and we got into this argument. I don't remember why or whatever it was, and she, you know, went right back into that. Well, you know, you were a mistake, and the only reason that I married your dad was because I got pregnant with you, and I had such a terror. I mean, on and on and on. And I finally said, look, I said, I'm tired. I am tired of you saying to me that I am the reason that you did not succeed. That was your decision. And the only innocent in the backseat of the car that night was me. And then I walked out, and that's the last thing I said to her.
Good.
Good for you.
I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. For real.
So
You did the right thing.
Yeah.
And I
You
don't
have to come to a point where you realize that you have no obligations towards your parents or significant caretakers as a child.
Mhm.
You being alive is 100% their choice.
Yes.
They, as a parent, you must love your child.
Mhm.
As a child, you do not have to love your parents.
You know, I love my dad. Unfortunately, my dad, I think.
Yeah, I mean, there's
my mother,
nothing wrong with doing that, but
yeah,
when
my
you
mother
have-
treated my dad like she treated me, and he has scars from that as well. But what he did was retreat. So he literally, you know, he wasn't there to stand up for me and say, "Hey, wait a minute, you know, you can't do that." And because she would make life hell for him if he did. And I did not realize that until Dad and I had a very when my cousin died, we went to his memorial service, and my dad and I actually had a very serious talk about, you know, because he was saying, I really wish you would, you know, go talk to your mother and at least have some sort of relationship. And I finally told him, I said, Dad, you don't understand. And because he would be gone a lot of times, and I told him the things that were going on that had happened, and he looked at me and said, I had no idea. And so, you know, there it is. Lady BB asked who was in Scientology. I'm a never in.
Yes, yeah.
I was close.
Me too.
Close. Almost in.
I told her none of us. We were all never ins.
Yeah.
I tried the Mormons out once, didn't take.
Oh, good.
That's, yeah.
Well, I was in boot camp, so I needed like I was telling Brandy one time, my mom my mother was working on her bachelor's in history, and she found out that the first branch of the Mormon Church to actually stay in Arkansas was right up the road from me. There's families that I grew up around that are Mormons that I never even knew. They never talked about it, right? So she started doing research and all this stuff because she decided to do her bachelor's thesis on it, and then went native and converted. So I had a lot of missionaries in and out of the house because I was living here and everything, and I learned a lot about it. And then when I went to boot camp, it was just like, might as well just go ahead and go into the services, because that was the only time during Sunday mornings where I could get away from all the dudes in the in the barracks, right?
Wow.
So it got love bombed and did the whole thing. And then when I got out into the fleet and everything and got away from the social group, it was just like, nah, it's not for me.
Poet, when were you in?
Do what?
When were you in?
I joined the Navy in 2002 and was in till 2014.
Gotcha. Well, my husband's a former Navy SEAL, and he was on the USS Wainwright.
I've never heard of that one. I was what they call
it's a reef now.
Yeah, I actually helped turn the ex LaSalle into a reef off the coast of North Carolina. That was fun watching it sink. But yeah, I was on 4 ships. I was what they call an Aegis fire controlman. I worked on fire control radar for missiles. Yeah. So I was never one of those. I was never one of those. Go in and forward line kind of guys. I was what they call it REMF, rear echelon MFer.
But you know what Navy stands for, right?
Never again volunteer yourself.
Yes, sir.
You know what Marine? You know what Marine stands for?
What?
My arse rides in Navy equipment, sir.
Yeah.
Army.
I guess you might as well say that.
Army aren't really Marines yet.
Oh, say that to Poe. I dare you.
I wouldn't say that to him. I wouldn't say. The only people I like to remind the Marines that they are the fighting arm of the Navy.
Well, Pete used to say that the Green Berets and the other special forces, they would go up on the beach and they'd put a sign, "Welcome to," wherever they were, from the Navy SEAls.
Yeah.
They rib each other. It's funny.
Yeah, it's inter service rivalry is okay, but when someone else comes along from the outside, we all it's one of those,
it's family
cultish things about the military. And that's one of the things that actually attracted me to learning about this, was because I'm a sailor, it's my Navy, my beloved Navy, and he ripped this shit off from it, and it really pisses me off, and I get a lot of the acronyms that I understand a little bit of what the Sea Org and the organization and all, because he ripped up almost whole cloth a lot of the administrative and logistics stuff they did right from the Navy, and everything, and it just gets my goat. Yeah, he was in the Navy. His father was an officer in the Navy. He got the I'm pretty sure he got the term WOG from the Navy, heard it there, and then from there. So
nice.
L. Ron Hubbard spent 2 days fighting a war with a log.
Yeah, that was funny.
Magnetic, or what I heard was magnetic rocks off the coast of
magnetic deposit.
Yeah, off the coast of Oregon or someplace like that.
Yeah,
craziness.
I want to understand something though. Maybe
for 2 days
can help me, because even my spouse is a veteran. Okay.
Poet.
Thanks, Joel. I know I was going to say something to him after when we got it.
I just wanted to put it up there because I wanted to say thanks for your service as well.
Thank you.
Your real service.
Yeah.
Right.
Not fake
Real.
little baby Davy Navy.
Yep.
Baby Navy.
Hey, it makes great fodder for my limericks. You know that.
I've got my Osa coffee cup, and
Cool.
I've got for my wine later.
By the way, I heard, Marilyn, that you helped Kelly with that wonderful video with the lyrics, not knowing the song, which is impressive.
Well,
Yes.
you know,
Which she's done two. Which one?
it was You Ought to
I don't
Know.
know.
You ought to know.
Okay, that
Yeah,
the
I didn't know
parody.
it because
That
so
was brilliant.
we just
Oh God, yeah.
it's been like my therapy the past month. We've been just going back and forth with some funny lyrics. I didn't think she was gonna post it, and then she did. I was like, "That's so funny."
It was
But
amazing.
it was
Yes.
the middle of the night the other night, and she said, "Can you write me some lyrics for You Ought to Know?" And I was like, "I ought to know. I don't know." And I didn't know what she's talking about. It was like I thought it was like a
Alanis
who's on first, right? I was like,
Yeah.
well, she's like, it's from the 90s. And I said, honey, I was in a cult in the 90s. Like
I grew up in a cult.
I know, I didn't know what
Oh,
So I listened to the song and I'm thinking, I might have heard it in the grocery store a couple times. So I listened to it, and I wrote the lyrics down, and
That's
she
awesome.
she used them word for word. I was so shocked.
That was awesome.
Her voice
She has
just
a
gives me
nice
the
voice.
chills.
Yep.
Oh my
Beautiful
yeah,
voice.
she's very talented. She's
Yeah.
really
she's
is.
an absolute artist.
She really
is.
For
is.
sure.
Yep.
I said, is there anything you can't do? She's like, I can't crochet. I said, well, that's all I can do. We can fix that.
No, you can sing. I've heard you.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah,
just,
it's true.
a little
Yeah.
bit of drunken karaoke.
Drinking
Marilyn,
karaoke.
that's because we grew up in a Pentecostal church where we had to sing and worship.
Yeah.
That's true. You did. Yep.
I
You put
used
a
to be able
smile
to
on
do
your
a mean
face
Black
and
Velvet.
sing. Yeah.
Did y'all do it a cappella or do y'all have?
Oh no, we had the whole band, honey.
No, we did. We had to do it a cappella in Church of Christ.
Oh,
Yeah.
Church of Christ.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's where I spent. That's where I spent my first 5 or 6 years, and then
Yeah, y'all were the heathen church on the hill.
that's all there is around here.
Well, I tell you, mainstream Pentecostal churches like Hillsong and AGs and stuff have great, they call them worship bands or whatever.
Yeah.
They're great. The super dark, scary cult that I was in my 20s and 30s, that was a cappella.
Oh,
And
yeah.
it was like the old Welsleyan like hymns. It was like, all the like holy, holy, holy.
Yeah, those.
yeah.
Oh, great! Oh, how great thou art! and all
Yeah.
those other-
and
yeah. We had
yeah.
same hymn book.
Very
Same.
dry. Yeah, I think it
Very
probably
same hymn
was.
book. Same hymn
Yeah.
So
book.
Marilyn, your church
Well,
was acapella?
all
What's
I
that?
know is the other night a star was born with Kelly.
Yep.
I know.
Mhm.
Yeah, it was just within a 48-hour period, she put out that amazing documentary, and
And then did that.
to blow the ceiling off of the place, performances with her voice, her singing voice. Yeah,
Wow.
Yeah,
I just said
those-
two
rarely-
songs?
Yeah,
She
she
did
had
too.
a second one.
Yeah, it was like yesterday. Yeah, she put it out yesterday, I think.
Yeah.
It's a couple shorts. It was like the latest shorts she put out.
Yeah, I saw one, and I think that was yesterday. I have very bad.
put another one out too. She has two now.
Yeah, she's got two.
And
Yep.
Andrew Gold posted it, and he was just like, "Who knew she had it in her? Like, where did that voice come from?"
Which one did he post? You ought to know.
The second
You
one.
oughta-
It was
you
it
oughta-
was the second one.
The
that
first
he,
one, you ought to know.
Oh,
He
he did that. I thought it was
Oh,
the
he
second
did ought to know. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was just, I mean, spot on. You did amazing with those lyrics.
Thank you. we've done some to I like disco karaoke, so we've done some to like I Will Survive, These
wow.
Boots Are Made for Walking.
Hey, take it from me. Writing parodies is very difficult. Okay,
Is it?
especially to do
Wait.
it good. You
now
know,
you need to do, now you
Yeah.
need to do. Sometimes I know I've got to
To
Get
Right
away.
away.
Gotcha.
I have kind of a higher voice, but yeah. Like, first I was afraid, I was petrified. Yeah.
That every time I hear that song, I think of the movie The Replacements.
I've never seen that movie. I haven't seen
Oh,
that
it
movie.
is hilarious.
That's
Really?
the one.
I'll have to watch it.
The football team, right?
Yeah, that was the
Okay.
one where the
Keanu Reeves.
Keanu Reeves,
Okay,
yeah.
I haven't seen it, but I know the movie.
he does. They do that. One of the guys in there does that song all the time, and they end up hating it. But the funny part about it is one night they end up in jail, and they're line dancing to it in jail when the coach walks in.
Yeah. Put Steve Britton said Weird Al is one of the best. Weird Al is.
Yeah, he's amazing.
He is an
Yeah.
amazing. He's a genius
He is a genius.
When it comes to parody and everything. Yeah, I wish I could write, even a quarter of, because they come to mind every once in a while. But anywho, I lost my train of thought. Go ahead.
Oh, that's okay. I get requests for it. In fact, I do a mean Marilyn Monroe happy birthday.
Oh, let me hear it.
You would.
Weird Al signed his accordion. Cool.
Yeah, you giving me the note?
Yeah.
I love it. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Mr. President. Happy birthday to you.
Ooh, I love it. I love it.
But
Beautiful.
But the video I did today was about hand washing. And one of the things when you wash your hands, the trick to it is you get yourself soaked up and then you sing happy birthday. It takes about 20 seconds. And you can wash your hands for 20 seconds. And so basically you sing happy birthday to yourself. And I thought about doing that version. I thought, no, not in this video.
Aw. I love
That's
it.
funny.
Denver Steve-O said encore.
I tell you what, Denver, if I end up at the late night party and get drunk enough, maybe I'll do it.
You got yourself a deal.
So Chad and I had birthdays and you didn't do that for us?
Right? My birthday was on the 12th.
Oh, I'm
There
going
you
to
go,
get all
Brandy,
kinds of
too.
requests now. Lots of requests. I used to do a good Stevie Nicks too, but I can't do her anymore.
Hey, Aaron.
Yeah. I can't do her anymore. I used to do really banging Alana Miles, Black Velvet.
Oh, Black Velvet.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I used to do that at karaoke all the time, and then people would ask me to come sing it at their parties and stuff, and it was kind of like, okay.
Nice.
So
Denver likes your mug, Marilyn.
Yes. Oh, so
Nice.
if you're
You got that
listening
at the
right now-
Denver Steve-O shop, right?
Yes.
if I could,
It says smells like poop.
Available at the Denver Steve-O shop.
Denver
everyone.
Steve-O.
that's awesome.
And San, have you heard? Just because I know you get a kick out of this because you got this sense of humor. Have you
Okay.
read all of the descriptions to the Denver Sleepo or Denver Steve-O sleeping with Denver or whatever
I have not.
merchandise? Oh,
I
my
have
God.
not, but I guess I need to go in there and do that. I've kind of wandered through it, but I haven't really, read through it.
I don't know if I'm even
editing.
I don't know if I can even read it on YouTube.
Aaron
I'll
says
have to do that.
he thinks little Chad needs his own window.
Yeah,
maybe
God.
that,
I agree.
They didn't
Yep.
need to have two quick cameras. He had a hard enough time getting this one working today.
That's true. I felt like Denver Steve-O.
Love Shack. Oh, that's a great one.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Oh, somebody's phone.
That's me.
Hello.
I'll be right back.
No problem.
That's funny.
Denver Sleepo, or did you almost Denver
In Rhapsody.
Sleazo?
Sleezo?
Wow. I see merch coming from that, Steven.
Hey, I gotta go. I gotta call my buddy back. I'll see y'all.
All right, we'll
Okay.
see you in
Take
another
care,
chat.
Poet.
I'll see y'all in chat. It's about to
Bye.
start in like 5 minutes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought Poe was coming.
No,
He had
he's got
to do
his.
his-
He said hi, but he's got his show.
He's
Yeah,
doing
he's
live
he-
now.
isn't he doing something right now? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll see y'all in the chat in a little bit.
All righty.
Sounds
Take care,
good.
Poet.
Bye.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to listen to the Monday night Q&A while I make dinner
Yeah.
and video. I mean, it's
Yeah. I'll be driving, so I'll be commenting for most of it.
yeah.
What did you say you were gonna do?
Oh, I gotta go.
Drive.
Yeah.
Comment.
Yeah.
You're driving.
Well, not
Hey,
now. I
Deviant,
mean,
raise your camera a little bit.
I
Everybody's
gotta get-
getting the chest shot.
with the,
Deviant.
Wait,
I mean,
Chad,
I'm
you're
sure the
coming back,
guys in
right?
love it.
Yeah, I'm coming back.
Steven, I am
but
doing.
it's like, you know how it is, Maryland. We got 2 streams. You got to get your stuff done sometime.
Yeah.
You gotta, and
You
in
know.
between, yeah.
Yeah.
There we go.
It's like,
It was
You know.
because I'm sitting just staring down, and I hate looking at my own stupid face. But if the camera were lower down, you got to
I'm
instead
not making it.
see me try to pinpoint these ears.
Aw,
cute.
that's
it
adorable.
looks great.
So Stephen Britton is asking me what's for dinner, guys.
Oh, yeah. What's for
So
dinner?
what I'm doing for dinner tonight is I don't know if you saw the Out 2D dessert that I did the other day.
Oh, we did not. Tell us more.
It's amazing. It's actually a take on Sex in a Pan. So, i.e., Out 2D. But-
What's sex in the pan?
Sex in a Pan is a dessert.
I love how you said that, Deviant.
It is-
Japan.
It is basically a cookie base with a cream cheese piece and then pudding on top, and then Cool Whip, and it's a bar. So you eat it that way. It's really, really good. I added a bourbon cherry compote to it, and so there
Getting
instead of having
saucy.
oh yeah, so instead of having a vanilla layer, which they tend to have, this one has a bourbon cherry layer. And anyway, we decided that bourbon cherry compote was so good that we wanted to try it on a pork tenderloin. So that's what's happening tonight. I made another batch of it, and we're doing a pork tenderloin, a cherry bourbon pork tenderloin.
Great.
That sounds
So-
fancy.
And of course, some nice potatoes and another vegetable, probably broccoli tonight.
Ooh.
Something green.
Nice.
Well, witness, if you can find me, just follow your nose. I'm sure.
Whenever I see that you're dropping a new video, I automatically just get hungry because I see, it's a food channel, so it's pretty cool.
All right.
Great videos.
Yeah. Yeah. You got it, Steven.
It has the white stuff on it.
Mm-hmm.
Has the white sauce. If that's what you want to call whipped cream.
Yeah.
You can't do broccoli.
You can't do
It's not
broccoli.
salty
Hi,
enough.
President Bush. I put enough cheese on it, Steve.
Nice.
Doing a Clinton.
I mean,
for dinner, something with ground beef.
it's really funny. I got a question the other day. One of my comments. I had made a statement about, I think it was the crimes and withholds chicken thing that I did. And I made a comment about, basically I call it cottage pie, which is what I'm supposed to call it if you're British. Okay. And because here in the States, shepherd's pie is made with ground beef, and my stepmother is from Britain, and she is like, no, that is cottage pie. Shepherd's pie is made with lamb.
Yeah.
So I'm calling it cottage pie. And there was this discussion about it. You didn't know what it was. And when I told, said that's the difference, is that's why I'm calling it cottage pie instead of shepherd's pie. Well, we call that shepherd's pie. I know that.
Nice.
Yeah, I remember having that in the lunch, the lunchroom at school, shepherd's pie all the time.
Oh, it's easy.
It was always
So
it was always really runny, but my kids love it, so I do make it once in a while. But
That's one of those ones, Chad, that is easy enough for you to can't handle for kids,
Okay.
simple. Yeah, it's an easy one. As long as you know how to make mashed potatoes, you're golden.
yeah, it's just
I'd
weird.
have to look at a video real quick, but I believe you peel the potatoes and put them in
Put them in water.
Put them in water. Okay.
You boil them.
And then
Okay,
you mash them.
next
I need
video
a
for
video.
parents.
Yeah, I've
Okay,
never done it. Yep.
got it.
You know what would be really
I'm
cool
doing a
to
rice
have
one.
Chad and Sin like doing kind of simultaneous, like tell them what
my
ingredients to get,
That would be funny.
and
Yeah.
then have him like
Do it. You're gonna have to
side by
contact
side.
me. Yeah. What he can do is contact me while he's doing his grocery shopping,
That's right.
Yeah.
and then I talk him through it. Let him cook it, and I talk him through it. I can do that.
No. Just tell him the ingredients and then
Yeah.
leave him.
How about
Oh, I'm not going to do that. That would be
That's mean. It's
Yeah.
really mean.
It needs to be everything. We need the video of the grocery shopping,
Oh
him
yeah,
prepping it, and then side by side, Sin and Chad doing the same thing, so we can compare
Yeah,
Sin and Chad doing it and how it turns out for each.
because of the way I have to do live streaming. I don't have the cord long enough to go from my kitchen where I'm cooking to my computer where the live stream camera is hooked to.
Yeah,
So, because it's the same camera.
Chad needs to do a reaction video to Sin's video,
Yeah.
making it while
Yeah.
watching it.
How about if you guys had to suffer through
yeah.
me cooking something without any instructions?
Oh,
no. Yeah.
God.
Well, we know how that goes because you do the vegan lunch.
Yep. True.
No, I like the reaction video idea, but having Sin on a pad or on his phone, right? And
Yeah.
he keeps pausing it. He's like, okay, Sin says, do it
What
this
does this
way, and then
mean? What is this?
Yep.
So then he calls me.
Yep.
He does have my number.
Yep.
I love it.
It'd be funny.
Yeah.
So
That's
actually, I think
hilarious.
would be a lot of fun is me sitting here and talking you through making one of those. I'd be way willing to do that. Just to talk you through. I can talk you through that shepherd's pie in a heartbeat. It's very simple. I've got a couple others that I could do that with. There's a chicken and rice that I use. And what I'm going to start to do for that series is I'm going to start, instead of putting it together naturally, because you'll see me cut everything up and do all that stuff in those videos. Instead of doing that, when I make the cottage pie, I will take it and I will make a gravy myself. Okay. But you can get a jar of Heinz gravy.
Yep.
And dump it in with the hamburger and the vegetables, and you're done.
Cool.
Okay. So I have a chicken and rice that I do. It's actually chicken and rice-a-roni. So I start using some of those for the simple, kid-friendly parent. I don't know how to cook series. That's a whole series. I do that whole, I know, life, and then I could take and cut pieces out of it and make it a blooper reel, which I think would be hilarious.
Absolutely.
What's rice-a-roni?
Rice-a-roni. Rice-a-roni is the San Francisco treat, is what they call it. But anyway, it is a rice and
Rice-a-roni,
pasta.
the San Francisco
Exactly.
treat.
It's a rice and pasta mix that comes in a box. And you fry it. You fry the rice a little bit, and you add water to it and put a cover on it and walk away.
And butter.
And butter. You know, and walk away. But actually, you fry the rice and the pasta in the butter, and then you put the liquid in.
So you fry the pasta as well?
Hold on.
Yeah.
Actually, hold on. I got a box.
It's little pieces. It's teeny tiny little pieces.
I think
of
I have
pasta
some
and
too.
rice. Yeah, and I know I've got some. It's in the pantry. But you put butter in a pan and you fry the rice before you cook it. This is all before you cook it. You fry it, and then you add the liquid and cover it. And that's how you make it. And it's, you know, comes in a box.
That's how I make rice. Not with the pasta, of course, but
yeah,
I fry the rice first.
A lot of people do. I will sometime, depending on what I'm wanting to do. But I have a video that I need to edit that is making rice, and Chad, you'll enjoy that because it is
Brandy has some.
simple. Yeah, there's the rice brownie.
Good. I never had that kind.
Is a creamy 4 cheese? Yeah. I usually do the broccoli and cheese for the chicken
I like
one,
that
but
one,
I have.
yeah.
So it's like
Yeah.
with the sauce. It's not just liquid water or it's a cheese sauce.
That one is, yes. But there is one that is just plain chicken or just plain beef. And instead of using water, because it has a seasoning packet in it. And so you dump the seasoning packet in it. So sort of like, have you heard of Hamburger Helper?
No.
Oh, okay. I'm trying. But Hamburger Helper is a box meal. They're box meals.
I got that too.
Oh yeah. We have like for tacos, and I think some pizza, or there used to be where it's like a pack with all the ingredients you need, except the fresh vegetables and stuff like that.
Type of stuff. Yeah. So you take the rice-a-roni, and then when I make rice-a-roni, you know, it says add water, and I hardly ever do. What I add chicken stock, or I add beef stock instead. Basically, it's a mixture, about 2 parts stock and then 1 part water. Sometimes I will use white wine or red wine, depending on if I'm doing beef or chicken. I cook with a lot of wines and alcohols, guys, so you're going to figure that out pretty quickly.
Nice.
You know,
Well, I love me some Julia Child videos. When I was still in the call. I was still in the call, and I was like getting secret Netflix, like back when you would send away for DVDs in your mailbox, and you'd get the Netflix. Anybody remember that? You know,
Yep.
Yeah. So my very first
Columbia House.
Yeah, my very first group of DVDs that I got from Netflix. Well, you rent them and you send them back, and they send you more. So my very first one was The French Chef, and that's how I learned. You know, I was kind of newly married. That's kind of how I learned to cook all kinds of just sauces and scrambled eggs. That's how I learned to make omelets and sauce. Yeah, everything.
You probably enjoyed the cheese sauce. That was a bechamel. That's a
bechamel.
French.
Yeah.
That's a French.
You make a roux.
Yeah, exactly.
A roux, a bechamel, a Monet.
And it's Julia, a little bit of wine for this recipe.
Hey, y'all, just so you know, they're saying Aaron is on.
Yeah, Aaron's probably.
Okay.
Yeah, we went a little over. All right, we'll see you guys later.
We were having a good time.
Yeah, I didn't want to interrupt
so.
anyone.
Tune into that
email
after
me.
show. I will.
Yeah,
We
definitely.
gotta do a stream together. Like, it would be so much fun.
We'd have a good time.
I do love to cook, so we can talk.
Awesome.
We can talk
Awesome.
cooking.
All righty. Well, we're gonna go head over to Aaron. I've got to go make dinner. Thanks
All
for
right.
inviting me again, Chad. Y'all
anytime.
can see me at Sin for Good. Check out the videos. Chad and I'll get together and do something, have a good old time. Marilyn and I'll get together and do something, have a good old time. And whoever else wants to get together and have a good old time, let's do it.
And tune in after Aaron's stream. We'll be on our after party. We'll have wine, because why not? And we'll be goofing off. And this week we're taking a little break from having an OG guest or a major guest, because we got some great feedback from the chat that they just wanted like 1 week to have a little break so that we can engage the chat for a week. So we're gonna do that. So everyone else is our special guest tonight.
I'll be up all night. If you want me to join, I will step in, or just let me know.
All right. Yeah.
Thanks.
We'll see how it goes, but it's cool if you're up.
Same
All right. We'll see you guys later.
Take care.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Take care.